Pirates of Drinax. We will be picking right up where we left off last week. However, before we really get started, I'd like to thank the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you're watching on Twitch, scroll down, you should see some tiles there. If you don't see the tiles, just click on my profile image and they should pop up for you. And each one of those tiles will take you to these fine people's websites. The first on the list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebooks. She has a full line of dice bracelets, and she has a dice rolling mat that when you roll it up, it looks like a spell scroll. All of it can be customized to your liking, and she does all of the work by hand, including up to picking the leather swaths by hand. She doesn't buy in bulk, she picks out each of the swaths. If you're going to order for a holiday or a gift idea, give yourself a little bit of extra time. She is over in the UK, and it can take a little bit of time to cross the pond. I suppose if you're watching and you're in the UK, you don't have that problem. Next on the list would be Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, and co-wash. They now have a full line of deodorants and spray-on colognes, and each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. Today I'm wearing the Hero Beard Balm, which smells of rich cologne and warm amber. If you are a first-time purchaser, they have a buy one, get one free option. Just simply log in and create an account at fablebeardco.com, and you can put 2 beard oils into your cart, and if you use the code FIRST in all capital letters, that second beard oil will be discounted to free. So we are still waiting for Carrie, and I haven't heard anything back from her. But where we left off last week, you guys are on the final bottom level of the atmospheric processing plant. You've discovered that the plant, it's probably about 1,000 years old. It was created by the Sindalian Empire or their engineers. She says she's just parking her car. And it wasn't just an atmospheric processing plant. This also has some terraforming technology in it. And you guys have activated that. Meanwhile, down on the bottom level, you've still got some augment raiders to deal with, and the last thing where we left off, this door had opened, and stepping through the door was this guy in battle dress. So it is Rexar's turn. You've got a big boy in battle dress standing in front of you, and all he has is a machine gun. Compared to Rexar's rapid-fire machine gun and Rexar's plucky personality. So, Rexar, what would you like to do?
I'm going to look at him and go, "Oh, I've been looking for you, reason to try these." And I'm going to press a button, and my left shoulder is going to open up and shoot, what are they? It's going to shoot the tack launcher.
Tack launcher.
Or the, what is it?
Is it the boarding gun?
It's the missile launcher. Pilot tack launcher, TL-10, AP-10, range 6, 8d6 damage.
Okay.
Mag 4.
Okay, so you are less than 2 meters away from him. Do you want to do that at that close a range? You're like 1.8 meters away from it.
How big is the yield?
On a tack launcher? I don't know, because I don't remember where we got that. Hold on here.
Second question. If I'm just in the blast and not getting hit directly, is it still AP-10?
Well, AP-10 would be next to its hitting. Where did I? I do vaguely remember this. Let's see here. And it's listed as a tack launcher?
Yes. Left shoulder, tack launcher. Scope 1, smart.
Interesting. Let's see here.
The shoulder-mounted rocket launcher or missile launcher.
Yeah.
Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie.
Sorry, everybody. I underestimated how long it would take a drive-through to get through what I needed it to do.
Oh.
I thought I had time. I was like, it's gonna be fine. Duh. I apologize.
No worries. You're actually just in time. We were actually just trying to find out where Rexar got his tack launcher. So does it say what the blast radius is on it? Does it say what the trait for blast is?
No, the only traits I got are range 6, AP 10, 8d6 damage, 25 tons, mag 4, 6,000 credits.
Wait, 25 tons?
Wait, why does it say tons?
I don't know. That wouldn't be something that you would mount. I mean, that's even too much for battle dress.
What the hell is this thing?
Yeah, that is an excellent question.
Are you trying to wear a gun that goes on the outside of a spaceship?
Maybe.
Can you blame me? In my defense, Chris goes, write this down.
No, totally. You're just like, we got a new gun for the ship. And
Yeah, I don't know
like,
why.
I'll take that.
I don't know why it would say 25 tons.
It might be, I might have wrote something wrong over tons. Oh no, it's just space sci-fi. You're like 25 tons. You have battle dress. It's like, alright, that seems fine to me.
And it has AP 10, so it ignores 10 points of armor.
It says 4 missiles, and it's 6,000 credits to refill the mag.
Well, that seems awfully specific. I didn't come up with that off the top of my head. Hold on a second. Hold on, I'm looking. I bet I know where that came from.
Came from the one shot.
Right. The last book that I'm looking in, right? Except it's not in here.
could just hit it with my axe.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Damn it, this is all I've been thinking about for 2 weeks.
So here's the problem. So that thing's going to have a blast radius. Looking at heavy weapons.
Or is it on? It might be on like battle dress modifications.
Yeah, the bottom end, it's going to have at least blast 6. A fragmentation grenade itself has a blast 9. My point is that you're at 1.8 meters away from this guy. I don't know that you would want to fire this thing off at him. Yeah, let me look at battle dress. Let's see.
Right there, 3 meters away.
Gary's still in the blast radius, though.
Just take one step back and then liquefy us all. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean you could move 6 meters back.
Can I move back before? Like, can he shout clear and I jump out of the way?
You're behind a wall, it won't hit you.
I don't know.
As
It's
a
like a cone of effect.
As a reaction, I would allow you to use a minor action to move back.
Okay.
Here we go. Here is battle dress.
There. How about it? Go nuts.
Anti-missile system. I don't see it under battle dress modification. That's really strange. Did I send you a picture with the stats?
I'd have to scroll up so much, but I can look. I can sit up with my axe, though.
Well, no, because I gave that to you, so you should be able to use it. I'm just not sure exactly what it is that I gave you. Of course, that was so long ago. Hold on for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Sorry, man.
Don't sweat it. It's the kind of thing that you only have to look up once. Like, once you get the confirmation of what it is, then you can use it whenever you want. It's not like it's going to be every time. Plus, it's cool. You need to know all the stats for a fancy, cool weapon. It's so cool it doesn't appear in any of the books.
This is like esoteric spells in D&D. Having to look up a bunch of shit. Yeah, it's the same deal. That's the...
Exactly. Am I holding a leather sugar not dipped in dust? Sure.
I know those myself.
Plus, I'm on board with us figuring out however you get to do 8 dice worth of damage.
Absolutely.
At any point in the future. So let's master how you get 8D.
Well, every time I want to use, like, I use 4 shots, and then to refill it is, what is it? 6,000 credits to refill it.
Wow. All right. Well, that'll probably come out of the ship fund because it's so valuable. It's like the get out of a really shitty situation button. So I'll refill that for sure. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think in general, anytime we've got to buy ammo, there's no reason it shouldn't come out of the ship fund if we've got it, because we use it as a team. So, like, you know what I mean? So we should take care of it. I don't know about, damn it, how come you didn't spend all that money to keep me from dying?
Oh, I might have found it.
Did you?
LAG?
LAG.
Damage 86, recoil, mass 30 kg.
Where'd you find that?
I just googled Traveler heavy equipment. Oh, sent the link.
So does that, let's see here.
Essentially, an LAG fires a solid slug at extreme distances with armor-piercing capability.
Yeah, that sounds right. So it's basically a recoilless rifle. Yeah, light assault gun. Well, I thought that I had, because I have everything that I've sent you guys archived, and so I looked, it's not in there. And it is not in the bazaar where you guys got the pets.
I haven't touched the battle dress page since I got it.
Yeah, and I looked up the battle dress page and it doesn't show it, but we'll just go with what you have there. But like I said, I don't know if you're going to want to fire that at point blank range.
We step back.
Okay. So you take 6 meters step back. Go ahead and it is going to be an average shot. Go ahead.
So step back and stay very, very still, please.
So that will be
Heavy weapons.
gun combat heavy weapons, I believe.
Heavy weapons portable.
Yeah, it would be heavy weapons, man, portable.
Okay.
Plus your dex.
Stacks. That puts me at 10.
All right, so that hits with a +2 to damage. Go ahead and let me know what that is.
Alright, see you guys. 3 minutes when I'm done rolling.
So something to keep in mind is that in battle dress, every weapon that you fire has a scope trait because you have a heads-up display in the battle dress.
That's 31 points of damage.
Okay.
10 AP.
Okay. So this guy is not completely down. But there is a huge hole. So this thing blasts off and hits him square in the chest, clearly penetrates the armor, and you see fragments of the armor explode out the backside of him. And he's still standing.
4,500 credits well spent.
Qing Shi, because you used reaction to move back, you're at -1 for anything you'd like to do. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Rexar fired on that guy, right?
Correct.
And the door's open?
Correct.
Okay, then I'm gonna fire on him as well, using my advanced combat rifle.
Okay.
Which I am probably going to miss with, because that was terrible. 3, 4,
Don't forget you have a scope, so +1.
8, 6. Oh, I might just make it. Let's make them. Is 2, 8.
That is exactly a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. I assume you're on burst,
Yes.
so that is a +3 to the damage.
Okay. Ugh. 9, 12.
Nope, nothing penetrates his armor. But you hit him.
That was a big womp womp.
He is going to hold his action until Borin dies. This raider is going to come over here and shoot around the corner at Qing Shi. He's not stupid enough to try and hit Rexar. That's just not going to do him any good. And this guy has a Gauss rifle. And he just hit with an 8. And he has AP 5. That's 22 points of damage. What is your armor?
17.
Oh, wait. So, Qing Shi, he hits you hard and 10 points gets through your armor.
Okay.
So
first, what does it come out of first?
So it comes off your endurance first.
Okay.
And then anything that's left over will come off of strength or dexterity, your choice.
Someone's gonna have to carry me out of here. Okay, got it.
All right.
Because I am out of endurance presently.
So that makes your endurance -3. What's your dexterity currently at?
Now that it's reduced, it's to 7.
So +0. And what about your strength?
Okay. My strength is only 6. I didn't take anything out of that.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Qing Shi just got pelted in the face. Borin, undeterred, is going to move here. And he is going to open up that machine gun on burst on Rexar. And believe it or not, he misses with a 7. Captain Smith, what would you like to do all the way back there in that side room?
So how far can I run if that's all I'm doing again?
18 meters.
18 meters. That's about Qingxi and back. Can I grab her by the arm?
And drag her back?
Yeah, is that possible?
Yeah. I'll allow that.
Get out of there! Ah! Okay, wait, that's not a thing. Come with me if you want to live. Let's go over here.
Okay, so you drag her back here.
Lock up. Lock up.
Gotta do medical stuff, you know. Yeah.
All right, so Keith, you were in the main reactor, and you have completed getting it back up and running. I mean, it's not pretty, but the job it's working. So that's what really counts.
Yay.
So what would you like to do?
That is a great question. I have no idea
Hold
what
on.
to do.
Hold on. So Beth, you still have 2 Marines. Where did you want to place them? They were guarding Keith.
Yeah, they're good. I guess I'll have them advance a little bit this way and that way. And just be on the ready in case anything crosses their path from either direction. Because we just got the thing online. We don't want to fuck it up, right?
That's true. So, Keith, where would you like to go? You can hear all this combat going on down the hallway.
I don't think I can do anything once I get there, but I'm going to get down to here.
I'd let you shoot around the corner, although if you do that, you'll have a Bane dice because you're shooting through Rexar. Or over Rexar.
Yeah, I don't want to shoot at Rexar, so I think I'll hold until next turn.
Okay. All right. Rexar, what would you like to do?
I'd walk up to this man and hit him with my axe.
All right.
AP, how much? It's AP 6, so. Blade, strength, that's a 15 to hit.
That hits with +7 to damage.
That's 19 damage.
Okay. So
Aiming for
3 gets
between
through.
his name and his shoulder.
He is still standing. His armor is not looking good. Every step he takes is kind of worrying, and there's lubricant squirting out, and his armor is badly damaged. Qingxi, what would you like to do, or are you going to just stay there and let the doc heal you?
Let's see. What kind of room is it? Like, is it a bank, like a mess hall? Is it a
This is like a
room?
conference room.
Conference room. All right. I was thinking if there was something I could do environmentally where the raiders are from a console. No, I feel like I am pretty fucked up, so I would probably there and try not to bleed
Okay.
for my action. I just like I'm low enough that I think I probably sit there and hope to not get shot more.
Yeah.
Bleeding. Take a rest.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Korg doesn't like the fact that you just hit him with an axe. He is going to try to rip some of your armor off. And he succeeds with a 10. Actually, though, I need to... I've never actually just hit somebody. Let's see. Combat. Oh. It's 1d plus his strength. So yeah, he reaches over and jams his fingers into your armor and peels back some of the armor, doing 8 points of damage directly to the armor. Your armor actually loses 2 points. This raider, feeling emboldened, is going to run here and fire on burst mode at Rexar. And he hits with a 12. Let's see here. So your battle dress is armor 22, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So -2, it's now down to 20.
For now.
For now. And he fired on burst, and 2 of those bullets get through your armor, and you take 2 points of damage.
I would like to use my reaction to activate my shield.
Okay. So that gives you a +2.
Yes.
Now I have to recalculate this.
Sorry.
And that saves you. That just saves you from taking 2 points of damage. Oh, I got these guys mixed up. That's okay. This guy, this door back here opens. You see this guy step out. He has cybernetic legs, and he's got 2 cybernetic arms, and he has a backpack power unit slung on, and he is carrying a fusion gun man portable. Now, the thing about this, though, is that so he's got all this cybernetics, so he can actually use this thing adequately, but he's only wearing a flak jacket. And you can see that he has lesions all over his face that are just seeping pus and blood. And he's like, part of his skin is hanging off, and he's wearing goggles. He clearly has radiation burns all over him. probably from firing the fusion gun. And he...
I think he needs to reconsider his priorities. And if his weapon is killing him, maybe he needs to put it down. What if we shout we can fix the radiation poisoning? Will he put his weapon down?
No, he kind of likes
his
this.
brains.
Stupid.
Brains melty from all the radiation.
Exactly. Radiation poison Terminator. Weirdo.
And he's going to fire. He doesn't really care about his own guys. Fuck. And he misses badly. And his fusion gun, for whatever reason, isn't firing. It's jammed for some reason. And so he's going to use a minor action next round to try to fix his weapon. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I'd like to use my TL12 medical kit to try and repair my first aid.
Okay. TL12 medical kit. I think that gives you something, doesn't it?
Shit. I don't know. Oh, here's one. It just says TL12 medical kit.
That's okay. This one's easy to look up.
Okay, alright. My famous attention detail.
Field surgical kit, field medical kit. Interesting. Oh, here we go. So yeah, you get a +2 to your medic check. So it would be medic plus your EDU plus your +2 for the medical kit.
+2 +3 +2. So 7 altogether. That's crazy. Whoops. Sorry. That's the dice. 14.
Nice. So, Qingxi, you get 6 points back.
Yay.
Thank you for being such a good doctor.
You're welcome.
And that will take, a total of 6 rounds for you to get all of that back, but...
Yeah, just stay in here. Like, take it easy. I'll run off and shoot stuff. It's okay.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
I would like to shoot at the guy with the Gauss rifle.
All right, so this guy down here in the corner, yeah, you need to do something about him.
Yeah. I'm going to use my advanced combat rifle, which has the scope trait, so I'm going to use that. And I got an 8.
That exactly hits. So if you're on burst mode, that's +3 to damage.
Okay. Burst mode it is, and... Uh, 12.
Okay. So he takes 9, which is all of his endurance, but he's still standing.
It's up for you.
Yeah.
Anything with your minor action?
I think I'll stay where I'm at, so I don't really have any other plans.
Okay. You could use your minor action to aim at him.
That's true. I could do that. That's a pretty good idea.
Okay, so that'll give you a +1 on your attack roll to him next turn. Rexar, what would you like to do?
Well, they have new priorities. I'm going to look at the man in battle dress and sidestep over here and say, it's been a pleasure kicking your ass, but your boss just almost killed all of us. So he's my new target. And I'm going to fire the shoulder rocket at the boss wearing the armor.
Oh, shit. Okay. Go ahead and make your shot.
8.
That just hits.
Uh-oh. He's in trouble. Uh, 41.
Oh, shit. So after his armor, that's 36.
And now he's a radioactive stain on the wall. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's 9 more than he can take. And you shoot him and he goes, it just like explodes all over the rim.
Ew. Why is everything gooey in the future?
And I only rolled a 9, so the FGMP does not go critical. But it is damaged beyond repair.
That's fine.
There's some legs and arm parts there.
I look at the guy in battle dress and I'm like, are you sure you want to fight? That guy literally almost killed us both.
Ching Shi, what would you like to do?
So I'm leaned up against a wall, attempting to not bleed out, yes?
Right. Yeah, you've got bandages.
No, you're in the recovery position, which is on your left side.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, you can't vomit into your own body.
Making sure I don't vomit. Okay. Then laying on my side like
You're
that.
probably on some pretty good drugs too to knock the
Yeah.
pain out. For the most part, so how much so you took all of your endurance damage, how much of your strength or dexterity did you take?
It was all of my endurance and 2 dex.
So she performed minor surgery on you
Yes.
because you had some something penetrated, but
Yes.
the bulk of you is basically a big bruise.
Yeah, okay. Because what I'd like to do, although I'm afraid I would hit Rexar instead, is like from the recovery position, like look down the hallway and shoot at one of them while laying on the ground like that.
Do it.
So I'll allow you.
Like accidentally hit Rexar's Achilles tendon and have it crumple onto the ground.
So there are stairs right here. So laying in the recovery position, you're going to be at like a -5, but you can still go ahead and make it.
And that would mean I'd have to like roll a 13 to hit. I mean, I could technically do it. I don't think I will. So as long as if I miss, it's something gonna like ricochet and hurt someone on my side.
Yeah, it could theoretically hit Rexar.
Okay.
I mean, technically it could hit Keith Clark too.
I feel like Rexar's a pretty good sport and could take it, but I don't want to accidentally hit one of the Marines.
Yeah, or Keith, or
Keith, or.
I mean, are we really caring that much about the Marines?
I'll just continue laying there, and I'll be very internal. I'll be struggling mightily with my inactivity. If it was just you, Rexar, maybe, because I know you're a good sport. I feel like, someone else would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Rexar gets it, but I don't think anybody else would. So I'm going to just lay there and bleed a little more.
So this raider, let's see. Oh, that's good. This raider is going to move like right here. And he's going to fire on full auto with his Gauss rifle. And he's going to try and hit Keith Clark and Ching Shi. Actually, though.
But is that at -5? Because if it was -5 for me to get up the stairs.
But you're laying on your side. He's standing up.
For him to get down the stairs. But I'm prone. Isn't it a disadvantage if I'm prone?
It's not advantage if you're broke.
Yeah, I'll give him a -5 to hit Ching Shi.
Yeah, like your vitals are like so much more narrow that way when you're laying down. So I'd be like way harder.
So
you pretty much have to get that, right?
right. So Keith Clark being around the corner, you have a +8 to your armor.
It's actually that my uniform is the same color as the carpet. So it's like camouflage. I match the maroon shag that's the carpet of the space of the station.
That's right.
So he just hits Keith with an 8. So let's see here. With the +8 for the wall, what is your armor, Keith?
With the +8, it is 21.
Okay. So nothing gets through your armor. His next attack on Ching Shi is at -6. And he misses. And then on Captain Beth, he just hits.
Mm-hmm.
So, Beth, what is your armor?
Let me look. 13.
Okay. One point gets through your armor, so you take 1 point of damage.
Fucking rude.
You have a bruise.
Damn it.
Looks like you got hit by a 50 caliber paintball bullet. All right. Boren, this jerk.
Is he considering my offer at all?
No. Well, let me look at battle dress. He well, screw it. He's going to fire the machine gun at point blank range. Because why not? And he misses at point... Oh, wait. No, he doesn't. What am I... No, wait. He actually hits you with only a +5 to damage. I was thinking regular range and not point blank. And nothing gets through your armor. Machine gun bullets just bounce off of you.
Or no?
Huh?
Even with it reduced to 20?
Yeah, it does. He only did 12 points of damage, so.
Okay.
Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
So when we came down here, there was like low oxygen, so we're all wearing like life support, more or less, right?
Yeah, you're wearing at least at the very, like, people that are in combat armor, that's a sealed system. Battle dress is also a sealed system, but if you're wearing anything else, then you're probably wearing like a filter mask or a respirator. I think you're actually wearing combat armor, though.
So the enemy guy that was wearing battle dress got a huge hole blown in it, though, right? Would
Yeah.
that mess up the life support capabilities, right?
Self
No?
armor has self sealing, so probably not. But he's definitely messed up.
Okay, because I was thinking about radioing the droid to turn off the stuff in here and then tell everybody to retreat. So they will totally die if they try and run after us, is what I figured.
Well, this guy would definitely start to suffocate. But the guy in the battle dress is probably going to be okay.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to radio the droid to turn it off temporarily, and then if I get another action, I want to try and close the door to give us some cover.
Okay. So you can, as a free action, you can radio the droid, and he does exactly that. He shuts off airflow on this level. Now, there was stuff already pumped into the Atmos, so it'll take a while for that to take effect. Specifically, 2 rounds before people start to have to deal with suffocation.
Okay, can I like make a show of it though?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on. Shitty roll. Okay. Where's my persuasion? 1. That's 4. That sucks. Very good.
He just kind of smirks at you.
Well, enjoy that, I suppose. I'll go ahead and close the door if I still need
Sure.
to.
Yeah, so you hit the controls and shut the door so that you at least have some cover there.
And I'll advise on our comms for people to retreat and wait a couple rounds.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Do you have tactics military? By chance?
Nope, just jack of all trades. So
Well. What level is your jack of all trades?
every skill's at 0. I got it maxed out.
Nice. Okay. So you could make a tactics check untrained at 0. Now let's see here. Planning.
Let's get some dice that are not as mean. Yeah, that's more like it. That would be 11.
I'm sorry. It wasn't tactics. I always get tactics and leadership messed up. You can make a leadership check to, if you get over 8, then the effect over 8 is the number of boon dice that you can hand out to your own side. If you get under 8, it's the number of bane dice that the enemy can apply.
So I rolled 11 and I have 1 in leadership, so I have 4 boon dice to hand out. So everybody gets boon dice. You get boon dice. And you get boon dice. And fucking Oprah. So
Okay. So Keith Clark, you have boon on your attack if you so wish.
I would like to shoot at that guy with the plasma rifle, and yes, I'll use my boon dice. That sounds good.
You mean with the Gauss rifle or the guy in battle dress?
Sorry, the guy.
Yeah.
Rifle, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, roll 3 and take the 2 highest.
I'm sorry, what?
So roll 3 dice and take the 2 highest, and then it's gun combat plus your dexterity DM.
11.
Okay. So on burst, that's a +6 to damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Right. Uh, 15.
So he takes 10 points, and he... Yeah, that's going to really ruin his day. He is now at a -1 for both strength and dexterity. That's not good. But he's still up. Anything with a minor action?
I will aim at him again. I will continue to aim at him.
Okay. All right. Rexar, what would you like to do?
Axe.
All right.
Thank God for Blade 3. That rolled a 6, that brought it up to a 9.
All right, so that's +1 to damage.
That is 20 exactly with AP6.
Oof. He goes down. And his armor is just a wreck. As soon as he goes down, his armor basically just starts almost falling off of him. It can't even hold itself up. And your blade, you got to whirl it around and bring it down, and a shower of blood comes out of this battle dress, which shows that you've hit home. Anything with a minor action?
Right, so I was going to say punk, and then walk over behind this guy and tap him on the shoulder.
Okay. Then make an intimidation check.
Social checks it on my phone.
Well,
8.
Persuasion, I guess. So you got an 8?
Persuasion.
He is suitably intimidated, and he's going to focus on you. He is going to shit his pants and pull the trigger on his Gauss rifle at you. And he hits with a 9, which is a +1 to damage. Even with his AP 5, he does not get through your armor. It's got a nice dent in it, though.
I'm just going to give the same grin he gave to the captain.
Except on you, it looks much more horrendous because you're a big feral cat.
Covered in blood.
Covered in blood. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
So the guy that's capable of suffocating, if we wait another round, is the only one that's left?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'll just wait, I suppose. I got the door closed. I'll attend to my patient. That's what I shall do.
Okay. Oh, and Rexar, you didn't use your boon dice, did you? Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
I was aiming at this guy, so I'll take a shot.
Go for it.
$15.
Yeah. Shit. With burst, that is a plus 10 to damage.
Oh gosh.
This is just,
25.
yeah, this is just going to be... I knew that was just going to be ridiculous. This guy... Rexar, you see this guy kind of jump around for a second as the bullets slam into the back of him and he dies. And it seems like as he's dying, he's kind of cackling. Like laughing at you.
I guess we can turn the air back on now.
Well, do we know that these were the only raiders on the base or on the station?
You're not positive, but I mean, this is the last level. And Rexar, you notice to your immediate left that there's a big red cross designating this as a medical bay.
Let's search it. Take all the stuff. We're gonna need to replenish. And I used up all so much.
I used up all the Band-Aids.
Sorry. Because I was thinking that keeping the oxygen, like, venting going, since it's not going to hurt us at all, wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, because then some dude that's, like, hiding in a bathroom is slowly suffocating, not able to make his ambush move on it. Which, I enjoyed the thought of that, but if we're pretty sure there's no one else there, then I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not picking anything up. Your two Marines, they continue scouring this level, and they come back and tell you that it's secure. You're able to replenish the supplies in the med kit, and you basically, after a few minutes, Keith is able to get the main elevator back to working order, and you go back up to the surface, and you take in this back room. The guy with the fusion gun was guarding the site administrator, chief engineer, and they were going to enslave them. And you come up, and as you come out, you see over the ridge line, probably a good quarter mile away, you see this junked out ship launch and take off. It's clearly the other raider ship that was lying in wait for these guys. You bring up the administrator, who is badly injured, as is the technician that Beth Smith kind of patched up, and they are taken to the local medical facilities. The BCA is extremely grateful for all of your assistance, and is kind of open to anything that you might suggest to them. They are aware that you are people that are in system frequently now. They don't know that you have a space station per se, but they definitely are aware that you guys are kind of in system and acting more or less, they think, as protectors of Borite.
So you want to join Drinax, right? I'll join Drinax.
Are you going to make that suggestion to them?
If they're like offering anything, I'll be like, so yeah, join Drinax. Yeah, that's what you can do.
So, does any of you have diplomacy as a skill?
I sure do. I used a point on that. Go
ahead and make a diplomatic check.
Let's see. My famous social skills. What'd I get? Can't see. 6, 7.
Yeah. So the leader of the BCA, because of everything that you've done for them, it was a routine check rather than an average check. You didn't really have to convince them much. They are 100% with the idea of joining Drinax. And their first question is that they've heard of Drinax, and they know that Drinax is kind of the last bastion of the Sindalian Empire, and they've heard rumors that Drinax has a technological archive, engineering archive, and their question is, which you know to be true, you haven't been inside the high tower, but you've been told that you're there, that all of the technology, the blueprints, and the engineering and data is all stored in this massive library. And so therefore, the BCA's first question is, whether or not it's possible that Drinax may send technicians to upgrade all their equipment. They're wondering if Drinax is going to uplift Borite back to the position that it was. And you know that the position, Borite's never really been in a great position, but, you can humor him.
Go ahead and offer.
Yeah, that sounds like something we could do for you. We can help you out with that.
They are extremely thankful, and Borite has now become not only a new client member of the new Kingdom of Drinax, or agreed to it, but it is also now considered a haven for you. So
all you gotta do is save the day, and then...
Yeah, and then people actually, Well, I mean, let's face it, it's not like these guys had a whole lot to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. Trying to help.
Did you turn on the terraforming?
Oh, we didn't do that yet.
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
Yeah, get the robot and mess with it. Go for it.
Yeah, so you are able to you've turned on the terraforming. They don't need to spend money on bringing in more canisters of O2. They can now pump it out themselves, right out of the crust of the planet.
Yeah.
So they're definitely a step towards being self-sufficient.
Excellent.
So we're going to fast forward just a bit. You go back to your space station, kind of, allow Ching Shi to convalesce a bit and heal up. And then... Oops. And after about 2 weeks, it has been some time, and so, it's probably a good idea that you head back to Drinax. Is Drinax not on this map? I thought it was. Oh, there it is. Yes, it is. Thank you. All right. So it's been a while since you've been back to Drinax. And, of course, you need to give your 10% tithe to King Oleg. And so you, after about 2 weeks of Ching Shi patching herself up, you guys board up into the Harrier and head back to Drinax. And
So it looks like right by Drinax is a planet called Clark. Is that where Keith Clark is from? Is
if
Keith
you,
of Clark?
so Clark was the planet with the guys with the funny little hats. It's the ice world. Or no, Clark is the planet where the necropolis was, where they are the ones who carbon freeze people. They carbon froze the pirate and stuck him in orbit. And they stuck him in orbit around Torpal, actually. And Torpal is the planet with the guys with the funny hats. So here is the floating palace of Drinax. And you guys, you come out of jump, and King Oleg greets you at the docks. He doesn't usually leave the palace or the throne room per se, but he comes out and he actually greets you this time. And as you come off of the ship, he's like, "Well, it's about bloody time. I haven't seen you in what? It's been months."
We've been busy.
He says, "Yes, I've heard as much that you've been busy." You notice that he's got a small entourage around him, and one of these people is an Aslan. And he
Is his daughter anywhere around?
Oh yes, she's there as well.
Okay, I definitely take the opportunity to wink at her. That's still on my mind. Even though Bakasar is no longer competition, it's my personal mission.
Make a persuasion plus. What did you get for your charm stat?
Oh, I don't even think I put high in charm. It's 10.
Okay, so you can make a persuasion, and your charm stat is at a +1.
Sweet. That's 1, 2. Which do I use? Intellect?
No, it would be persuasion plus your charm DM.
Okay, so persuasion plus my charm, that would be a total of 2 additional. So 9.
She, for the first time ever, she is usually a take charge, jump out to the front lines kind of woman, and you take the chance to wink at her, and it seems like she blushes a little bit and averts her eyes. But there's this Aslan, and he's wearing like a deep purple robe with a hood up, almost like the hood is to a point where it's so baggy, it's almost like he's trying to hide his features. And he just stays to the back, very quiet. And King Oleg says, it's Oleg, right? Or is it Olaf? I think it's Oleg. Pretty sure it's Oleg.
Yeah, it's Oleg with a G.
Yep, that's what I thought. So King Oleg, he's like, it's been a bloody long time. I've heard reports that you've been busy. There's been representatives of several planets and systems coming to greet me. I assume that things are going well. Do you have your tithe? I assume that you've been pirating as well.
Oh, of course. And, is it possible for me to hand it over?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hand it over then. Here you go.
So, out of your ship fund, what is your total for the ship fund?
Let me find it on the new sheet.
It's got to be something ridiculously high.
Yeah, I don't think, have we been keeping track of all the treasure we've collected?
Somewhere.
Okay.
You see 0.5 mega credits in gems.
That was each of us.
Yeah. 680k. 56k. Shit. I need to find the old sheet and see what I forgot to transfer over, I think. Unless you were keeping track of it. No, you weren't. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere in the tune of like 8 mega credits.
That sounds about right. I think we were really close to 9, actually. But,
Yeah, it might have been.
we were-
Yeah. So if we just assume that it's like 8.7 million.
Okay, and so I'm sorry, I should not be in charge of this.
No, you're okay.
Okay.
So that means that out of that 8.7, you owe him 870,000 credits. Or you could just round it up and give him 1 mega credit.
I'll give him what he's owed.
Yeah, I would say you don't need to round up, because haven't we picked up like 3 or 4 planets for the Alliance?
That's true.
Yeah, we did an awesome job.
So I feel like if anything, we shouldn't have to give him 10% because we're also delivering him 4 planets to his.
Well, he gave you the Harrier. Well, he loaned you the Harrier.
I'm not saying we're not going to give him anything. We don't need to round up.
Yeah, we're gonna give him 870k. That'll be good, I think. Should be enough.
Well, he is extremely happy with his 870,000. He once again says, I knew that it was a good idea to bring you dastardly bastards on board. The Aslan in the hooded cloak approaches Rexar. And you're not in battle dress right now, Rexar. Not that matters, but your battle dress, I would assume that in this amount of time, you've repaired it, so it's back up to normal. But you're probably just wearing your regular armor. If you're wearing armor at all, I mean, you're on the floating palace.
Hello.
This Aslan, he comes up to you and says, "Greetings, Rexar. Your reputation precedes you. I apologize for not bringing myself and presenting myself to you before now. I am Casil of the Aroyif clan. I have a request for you and your crew, something of the utmost importance, especially to Aslan affairs. This is why I approached you and not your human counterparts."
Still gotta talk to Captain. Captain's the captain.
You're welcome to bring her in on this, but
Yay, Aslan side quest, let's do it.
Alright, lay it on me then.
so he tells you, he says, there is a rather delicate cargo that needs to be picked up in the Argona system, and I need it, well, not I don't need it, but it needs to be taken very specifically to the Aslan world of Tyok. Now, you know Tyok is a major trade hub for the Aslan, where Aslan basically, there are multiple clans that control Tyok. It is more populous than any world that you've seen in the Trojan Reach. It has a population of 20 billion.
What kind of cargo are we talking about?
That I don't know, but I do know that it needs to be delivered to Tyok. And he tells you, he gives you a card, and the card is for a businessman named Joachim Strusen. And he says, if you meet this person at Argona Starport, he will inform you further on what this cargo is or where it needs to be taken. All I know is that it is important for it to reach Tyok and avert an Aslan civil war.
Oh, there's one civil war. Another one sounds bad.
Well, I guess he says it in Aslan. Civil war would be a very human translation, but essentially it would be clan on clan warfare. And the connotation being that the clan in question, if this cargo does not arrive, it cannot withstand being attacked by multiple clans and would cease to be. That clan would be wiped out.
That sounds not good.
But he doesn't know what clans are involved, and he doesn't. All he knows is what he has been told, and he tells you. He says, "I've gotten this information from my spies. Although the intelligence is spotty, but I can verify that the cargo is indeed true."
Can verify the cargo's there, but not what it is.
No.
Hmm. What do you think, Captain? Do you think we should go get this cargo?
It sounds like a fun side quest. I want to see what Aslans are all about. Let's do it.
So
All right.
he does tell you, however, he tells you, he says, and this is completely up to you, but he tells you, he says, you've recently had dealings in that area of space. It's called the Borderland sector. And specifically, he says, my spies also tell me that you looted an Imperial treasure ship on Tech World in the Borderland sector.
Maybe.
If you are to take on this delicate cargo, it may be wise to use a ship other than the Harrier.
Oh.
Yay, the Jabromi's back!
Yeah, Captain Beth's like, we just so happen to have another ship right here.
The
Thanks for missing the
Obi-Wan.
USS list.
Yeah, that's right. Violet, everybody.
So yeah, here on the floating palace, conveniently docked, is the IISS Obi-Wan Jabrobi, which is a Type S scout ship. Now,
It kind of sucks though. We probably ought to put like a good gun on it or something. At least that's my memory of it not being very good.
yeah, I don't think it had any weapons on it. You could go ahead and spend some money to do that here, which I feel would be wise.
I thought we did put some modifications into it.
Did you?
I mean, not a significant amount, but I remember because that's why I took for it.
Oh, that's right.
I was like, it had nothing, and I think the first money we had to spend.
Yeah, you put a single turret with a beam laser in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. I mean, I'm not saying that we're suddenly well armed. I think we managed to go forward.
Yeah, I mean,
That we put on the ship and then switch to Harrier.
so let's see here. Weapons and screens. Well, you certainly don't have the power for screens. But you could sell the beam laser and the single turret for a total of 0.5 mega credits. So 500,000 credits.
Okay, and then we need to replace it with something though, right?
So a triple turret would cost 1 mega credit. That'll mount 3 weapons in it.
Okay, cool. So triple turret, and then minus and subtract the mega credit console.
So then the question is, what kind of weapons do you want to put in it? You don't have to put all of the same type. If let's say that you put 3 beam lasers into it, not something I would do, but let's just use that as an example. Beam lasers do 1D each, but you don't get 1D because you don't get 3D because there's 3 in there. You get 1D plus 2.
Oh.
My recommend
beam laser advantage like the reach on it or something?
Actually, beam lasers only have a range of medium, but pulse lasers have a range of long.
Well, one of them should be a pulse laser then.
Now, if you want my recommendation, I don't necessarily know that I would go with 2 pulse lasers. I would probably go pulse laser, missile rack, and sandcaster.
Okay, will you write that down, Kevin?
Yeah, of course.
So, pulse laser, missile rack, and
Sandcaster.
Okay.
Now, what a sandcaster does, if somebody else shoots lasers at you, either beam or pulse, which they're kind of the bread and butter of space combat, you can, as a reaction, fire a sandcaster, and it's like basically a shotgun that shoots out metallic confetti, and it causes the lasers to diffuse through the cloud.
That is awesome, and I will do that. That sounds like a good recommendation for the ship.
They also do an ass ton of damage to boarding parties if you shoot them at point blank range. Like specifically, they do like 8D to a boarding party. Yeah, I think Rexar's crew shot one of the guys with a sand canister. I think Kurt shot one of a boarder with a sand canister and basically shredded him.
She tried to hack like 3 times and then he just kind of shredded her.
Yeah, with a sandcaster. Yeah. She was trying to break into their aft airlock. So yeah, pulse laser, let's see here, let me add it up. Pulse laser is 1.25. So another 2 mega credits, and you would have a triple turret with those 3 weapons in it.
Awesome.
Okay, it's recorded.
All right. And if you want to write down damage, pulse lasers do 2D. Missile rack with standard missiles does 4D. And then the sandcaster, let's see here, it's special in how it's handled. And we will worry about that at the time. But you'll want to put down that it is primarily defensive in nature. So it takes another week for them to swap out turrets and put in these guns, which they're capable of doing right here. The floating palace doesn't have a major shipyard or anything, but they're capable of doing things like swapping turrets and things like that. It's not as complicated as it might sound. Keith, did you want to oversee the installation of this new part, or do you trust the dock workers?
I would like to oversee it, definitely.
Okay, go ahead and make a mechanics check. Mechanics plus your choice, intellect or EDU.
8.
Okay, that's good. So their first roll was a 6, and you kind of point out to them, no, that wiring harness is completely wrong. We're not going to be able to control the turret from the bridge if you do that, and you're going to short out half the iris doors. So you're able to oversee them putting this in and get the whole thing wired up, and that takes you about a week. And you are able to set course for Argona. I will bring that map back up. So you are at Drinax here. And Argona is all the way over here. So you'll probably follow the Drinax chain to Hilfer, and then it's 2 to Tech World, and another 2 to Exie. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks worth of travel. Who wants to make the astrogation check?
I think that's probably me.
All right, go ahead and make an astrogation check.
Unless someone else wants to. I have +2.
+2 is good, I think. You can do it.
$14.
All right. Okay. So that gives Keith Clark a +8 to his engineering J drive check. I don't think he really needs to roll with that. And you are set on your way. So then the question is, it's going to take you 4 weeks. If you were to come out of jump space, refuel, and immediately jump again, and keep doing that until you got there, it would take you 4 weeks. That's pretty hard on the crew for 4 weeks. Are you going to take any leisure time, in between? Like, do you want to take 5 weeks and have, a day or two at each location that you stop at?
Yeah, the side quest. Leisurely.
I don't think we should go to Tech World though. That where we left bodies and the whole thing.
Well, the good news is that, so as you pass through Tech World, and this is kind of one of the reasons why I ask, as you pass through Tech World, and there's nowhere to really forage for fuel. There's no gas giants in Tech World system, so you have to land. And as you land at Tech World, well, you come into the system out of jump. The first thing that you notice is that there's a lot more defenses here. There are 2 different types of system defense boats. There's a couple of 400-ton system defense boats and several 200-ton system defense boats. So they are taking local defense much more seriously.
But you're in the Jabroni now, right? We're not in the Harrier.
Correct.
So we're not in the ship that caused all trouble.
Correct.
Okay. That's a little less scary.
So
I think we should just jump straight through and pretend we're not here. But no, if we're in a different ship, we're probably okay.
And the other reason for taking that extra week of time is that the Jabroni is you and Captain Smith are probably used to it, but everybody else, you picked up Keith Clark later. you guys have kind of grown used to the roominess and the luxury of the Harrier. I mean, everything's like, it's got leather seating and, air conditioning and holographic controls. The Jabroni, on the other hand, is a scout ship, and you guys are basically living on top of each other. It's like having 10 people in a 2-bedroom apartment.
So you're saying that Captain and I are used to the smell?
Yeah, you guys are like, oh, hey, we're home.
Keith is not appreciating the fun.
Keith's cramped, but he's gotten used to the Harrier, and Rexar is just like, oh my god.
This has its charm. Come on now.
Luckily, though, there's just enough bunks for the 4 of you.
Okay.
So, yeah, you notice that there's a lot more system defense ships as you come into Tech World. And you get on the newsreader that and you had seen this ship before. It was a patrol corvette, had come through and scanned all the ships that were docked at Tech World. It was called the Sincerity. The Sincerity left Tech World, but has been recalled and is now investigating. And you find out that the Martin II is still docked at Tech World. And it is just finishing up repairs, but the Sincerity is docked at Tech World to investigate this massive theft of an Imperial treasure ship.
It was the ice of the century, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well,
Those bastards.
you've basically gained a whole lot of
Dare they?
you've gained a whole lot of pirate street cred, that's for sure. While you're on Tech World, you can do a little speculative trading of your own. I'm looking for that chart. Captain, roll 2 6-sided as if they were percentage. It's called a D66 roll.
Okay, home. 31.
You pick up a couple tons, like 2 tons of crystals and gems. They are worth 40,000 credits that you can sell on Argona. Now, they're of course worth 40,000 for 2 tons. You don't know what price you'll actually get yet when you get to Argona. But that's basically, there are essentially cops and security droids all over the docks at Tech World, and they've basically cordoned off the area around the Martin II as they conduct their investigation. Everybody make a recon plus intellect check. So Rexar doesn't notice anything.
7.
Okay.
8.
Okay. And what did Keith get?
9.
So Keith and Beth, as you are out doing the speculative trading, you happen upon the section of the dock. You can see that the cops seem to have found the cargo container that had the TL-15 mainframe in it that cracked the code to open the vault in Martin 2, and they're going over it with forensic science.
All right, time to gas up and leave.
So the dock workers load your 2 tons of crystals and gems into your cargo hold, which is small. This isn't a trade ship, and you take off. And you come out at Argona. Now, Argona is an ice planet. And I think, let's see here.
So that's why you kept talking about Hoth. Now I get it.
Huh. Well, this is what Tech World looks like. It's unimpressive. Oh, and this is the Tech World starport. So the Tech World starport, when you come into dock, this big black dome actually reforms itself to match your ship. But Argona, where did I put that? So to land on Argona, your ship is going to have to drop into an ice trench and follow it along until you finally get to a small opening in the starport that's basically just big enough for your ship. I mean, you basically have 20 feet on either side. So Qingxi needs to make a piloting check.
Double sneakers, so that's 17.
Nice. That is very good. You follow this ice cavern and thread it through the hole like there's no problem. And you dock the ship. And as you come out, this is Argona starport. And so down at the bottom is where your ship is docked, probably at one of these smaller pads. And this is the small opening that you flew through. So you are under probably a mile of ice landing at this starport. And you, there are a number of smaller chains here. There is a Advantage Hotel here. There is Starlink Merchant Factors. PRQ has an office in the cargo offices up here at the northern part of the docking bay. PRQ, if you remember.
Generic.
And they have a generic, yes. And PRQ, if you remember, PRQ is Paxerlin Quartermasters. They were the ones who owned Ironosur and where you led an uprising at XPRQ. So, yeah, there's a generic. There's an Astra Burgers. There's a Planetfall Bar and Grill as well.
I would like to grab a beer from generic before we go anywhere.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
That as well.
Specifically, white can, black writing, beer.
Beer. Yes.
Cheers.
Okay. So you guys all get a beer.
We know it'll be cold because we're in an ice planet.
it's not going to be lukewarm beer.
Yeah, no, this is very cold beer. What was that, Rexar?
Oh, I was just gonna say that Rex has to be careful about licking that can so he doesn't get his tongue stuck.
Yeah. You think a paper cut's bad. So, Captain, do you have broker?
Nope. We had some chick on the Harrier that was awesome at brokering, so I didn't take any. But
Yeah.
I have it at 0 because of jack of all trades. So not horrible, but not great.
Did anybody else take broker?
Keith does not have it.
So if I initially had taken jack trades and then I did take one level of broker, but does that mean my broker's 0 or that it's 1? Because it would have been 0 and then now it's 1. I don't know how to track that.
It would be 1.
Okay, so I have broker at 1. 'Cause
Okay.
I took a point in broker when we lost Wrath.
Yep, good idea. So it sounds like Ching Shi is going to be brokering. So Ching Shi, go ahead and make a broker plus your choice, either intellect or EDU, and tell me what you get.
I know that one more point is an advantage, but we'll see. Yeah, that was not great. 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so at 9, you're able to sell the crystals and gems for what they're worth at 40,000 credits. Which is good because you only spent 15,000, so you made a little bit of a profit.
Nice.
While you're out doing that, so Captain Beth, Keith, and Rexar, do any of you have Streetwise?
So the 0 is Streetwise.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
Okay, so you can both make Streetwise checks. I mean, Rexar, you can make it as well, but you're at -3.
Oh, I guess.
That's my -3 to 1.
Got 5. Oh.
What did Keith get?
I got 8.
Okay, so Keith, you're able to find the offices of Joachim Strusen. And you come in, it's a very modest office. It looks like he has relatively few assets. But hanging on the wall, you see that he has a placard showing that he is a member of the Borderland Alliance. And it looks like this. That is their symbol. And he introduces him, he doesn't even have a secretary. He introduces himself as Joachim Strusen. You may call me Joachim. What can I help you with?
So, what, yeah,
Are we delivering cargo to this guy?
you know, we're like picking up.
Yeah, this is the guy that's supposed to have this delicate cargo.
Oh, okay. I'll allude to that sophisticatedly.
Okay. So he tells you, he says, this is a very delicate matter. He says, first of all, unfortunately, the cargo is not here. It says the cargo is on Gibraltar Station in the Anuran system. He says, I can tell you a little bit about it. He says, it's not large, and it must be delivered intact to the palace of Clan Iuwoe on Tyok. He says, now, there may be those who try to prevent you from delivering this cargo. He says it would be to your advantage if you didn't go straight to Tyok after you leave the Anuran system. Bounce around a little bit. Do some speculative trading. Don't draw attention to yourself. You need to appear to be nothing more than a trader, a speculator, or scout. If you go straight to Tyok, they're going to know that you're carrying the sensitive cargo.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
He says, now I can't guarantee that anybody's going to try and interfere, but my sources indicate that groups with anti-Aslan sentiment wish to seize the cargo and hold it for ransom.
Okay, well, we're not real scared of this. Okay?
He also tells you, he says, the cargo must be delivered within 16 weeks. And now he says, you'll be paid for this time even if you get the job done quicker. If you take longer than 16 weeks, your fee will be reduced by 10% for every 2 weeks or part thereof that you take beyond the deadline. And he says the fee is $500 per ton. Well, it is $144,000 up front, and he gives you 144,000 credits. And he says the rest of that will be delivered to you when you reach Tyok.
Cool.
So another 2 payments of 144.
Cool. I'm down with that. I can go do some trading.
So we will pick this up next week. Now that you have an additional 144,000, you can do a little speculative trading again, and we will pick this up next week at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night.
Cool. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night, guys.
Right on. Thank you.